Hey everyone! So today I've got a juicy update for you, and trust me, it's one you don't want to miss. Let's dive right in. Guess what? Prince Harry has recently pulled out of his legal battle against the Mail on Sunday, and it's a decision that's cost him a hefty sum, over £1 million. This whole saga started because Harry was determined to reclaim his security privileges, leading him to sue the Home Office. Now, here's where it gets interesting. Initially, this legal move was kept under wraps. After all, suing the Home Office is no small deal, especially when it meant, at that time, going against Queen Elizabeth herself and now King Charles. But wait for the twist. Originally, Harry didn't offer to foot the bill for his security. However, once the lawsuit became public knowledge, he suddenly announced, "Hey, I'll pay for my security too." But here's the catch. An author, through meticulous research and court documents, discovered something intriguing. The author revealed in an article that Harry only offered to pay for his security after the lawsuit became public. This revelation was a bit of a bombshell because, let's face it, security isn't a service you can just buy off the shelf, whether you're royalty or a Hollywood celebrity. And the plot thickens. Harry was none too pleased with this article. It seems it struck a nerve. So what do you think about this turn of events? It's quite the roller coaster, isn't it? Stay tuned as we delve deeper into this story. So let's continue with the Prince Harry saga. It's been a bumpy ride, and it seems like it's far from over. Remember how Harry decided to sue over an article he didn't like? Well, things have taken a rather expensive turn for him. Back in November, Harry already had to cough up a whopping $75,000 in legal costs to the Mail on Sunday after losing an initial legal skirmish. But here's where it gets even more costly. On the very day he was supposed to deliver a bunch of important documents to the court, he decided to throw in the towel on the lawsuit. Talk about timing, right? Now, dropping the case isn't going to be a walk in the park for Harry, financially speaking. He's looking at a bill of $250,000 for the newspaper's legal costs, not to mention his own legal fees, which are going to be more than £750,000. Add it all up, and we're talking about a loss of over £1 million. All this, seemingly just to make a point. This makes you wonder, doesn't it? If Harry took a step back and reflected on this whole ordeal, would he see the futility of spending over £1 million on a case that, frankly, seems a bit frivolous? The journalist had her facts straight, and she was within her rights to publish her opinion, but Harry didn't like the image it painted of him, and boom, lawsuit. Harry's choice of lawyers also raises some eyebrows. They remind me a bit of what we call ambulance chasers in America. They seem ready to go to court over anything and everything, and Harry seems all too willing to follow their lead. But will he reconsider his legal team? It doesn't look like it. Harry appears to be the type to dig in his heels and keep pushing forward, especially considering his ongoing case against the Home Office and other potential lawsuits he might pursue. This whole situation is pretty unfortunate. It's an unwritten rule that members of the royal family usually steer clear of lawsuits because, in the end, it's the royal who often ends up looking, well, a bit petty. And in this case, it's Harry who's coming off as somewhat small-minded and unable to take criticism. A tough spot for a royal, don't you think? Let's see how this unfolds further. Moving on in our Prince Harry story, there's another interesting angle to consider. His attitude towards criticism and legal battles, especially when it comes to American versus UK media. Harry seems to have a particular approach to handling things across the pond, and it might not be what you expect. Harry's reluctance to take on American papers might be because of the way US laws work. If he were to sue an American publication, especially one that has its facts straight like the one in question, he might not be as favored as he would be in the UK. The legal system in the States doesn't put much weight on titles or status. It's more about the facts and fulfilling legal obligations, like providing documents when requested. This difference in legal systems could play a significant role in Samantha Markle's case against Meghan. It's interesting to think how the outcome of Harry's legal misadventures might influence Samantha's approach to her case. Now, let's talk money. Harry and Meghan's bank account has taken a hit, Over £1 million gone. But that's not all. There's also some buzz about the living legends of aviation awards. Here's a fun tidbit. Neil Sean reported that Prince William was initially considered for this award. Now, this isn't your typical high-profile award ceremony. It's more of an insider event in the aviation world, often recognizing famous actors and actresses who are into flying. The reason they considered Prince William? Well, it would have been a huge deal for them, given his stature and connection to aviation. And speaking of connections, let's not forget the iconic moment when John Travolta danced with Princess Diana at the White House in 1985. That image, with President Ronald Reagan in office, went viral before viral was even a thing. It's a memory that connects back to the royals and adds a layer of nostalgia to the whole aviation awards scenario. So what do you think about Harry's legal choices and the interesting twist with the aviation awards? There's always something new in the world of the royals, isn't there? Let's keep an eye on how these stories develop. Let's take a step back to that nostalgic moment with John Travolta and Princess Diana dancing. It's a scene that's etched in royal history, and Travolta himself admits it gave his career a significant boost. Sure, it opened doors for him, but as he rightly points out, his talent is what kept those doors open. Now, bringing it back to the living legends of aviation awards, the idea of inviting Prince William to this event was intriguing. Imagine the buzz it would have created. But here's the thing. The royal family typically steers clear of these Hollywood-style accolades. Their focus is more on service and supporting the monarchy, not self-promotion. So, Prince William. Politely declining this award makes sense. It's not really their style to bask in this kind of limelight. But then, the spotlight shifts to Prince Harry, who has embraced a more Hollywood-centric lifestyle with Meghan. For them, it seems awards and attention are part of their new world. Speaking of Meghan, there's an interesting tidbit about her and Harry at these events. Apparently, Meghan prefers to attend events where she plays a significant role, like speaking or presenting. She's not one to be in the background. This preference might explain her absence at certain functions and her presence at others, like the Invictus Games, where she can be more front and center. Now about Harry receiving an award at the Living Legends of Aviation. It seems like the award itself might not hold much weight, but for Harry, it might have been more about the opportunity it presented, perhaps a chance to step out of the everyday and enjoy a moment in the spotlight, away from the usual controversies and legal battles. So, what's your take on this? Harry and Meghan's approach to public life, their affinity for awards and recognition, and the contrast with the traditional royal way of doing things. It's quite a mix, isn't it? Let's see where their next steps take them in this ever-evolving royal narrative. All right, let's shift gears and look at what's happening on the other side of the royal coin. While Harry is navigating his new Hollywood-esque life, there's some heartwarming royal engagement happening back home. The Duchess of Edinburgh recently paid a visit to Walton Charity. This is a place with a mission, helping those in Elbridge who are battling financial hardships. The charity plays a vital role in addressing issues like poverty, homelessness, and isolation. It's incredible to see how they're making a difference in the local community. During her visit, the Duchess got hands-on with the Walton and Hersham Food Bank team. It was their 10-year anniversary, and they've launched a new project called The Bridge. What's special about The Bridge is its focus on long-term support for working families hit by rising living costs but aren't eligible for government or other forms of assistance. It's all about offering a helping hand to those who are often overlooked. The Duchess didn't just meet and greet, she actively participated. She helped sort out donations and prepared emergency food packages for those in crisis. It's not every day you see a royal sorting food packages, right? But that's not all. She also met with members of the charity's independent living schemes. And then there was this unique moment with the Elbridge Tree Wardens group. She wrote a word of gratitude on a pebble, contributing to their mandala. Plus, the children from the Rewilding Forest School presented a special portrait of the king made entirely from leaves. How creative is that? The allotment visit was another highlight. It's a space that welcomes everyone, regardless of their background or challenges. It's all about connecting, socializing, and learning in the great outdoors. The focus on mental and physical health, building confidence and independence is really touching. So while the Duchess's visit might not have the glitz and glamour of Hollywood, it showcases the warm, down-to-earth side of royal duties, engaging with the community, lending a helping hand, and highlighting important social issues. That's what this visit was all about. What do you think of this contrast in the royal family's approach to their roles and responsibilities? It's quite a range, isn't it? In another heartening bit of royal news, the Duchess of Edinburgh recently had a delightful surprise, a birthday cake to celebrate her upcoming birthday. This kind of event is where Duchess Sophie truly excels. She's not just about the formalities, she dives right into the heart of charity work, engaging with people, understanding their needs, and yes, even getting her hands dirty making cookies. Sophie's approach is about more than just appearances. She has this natural ability to connect with people, much like Catherine, Duchess of Cambridge. They both have this knack for making those around them feel valued and heard. It's evident that Sophie enjoys these interactions, especially with children and participating in outdoor activities, all while shining a light on the essential work of charities. This kind of engagement is crucial, especially in these challenging economic times when charities need all the support they can get. Switching gears to a more somber note, Sarah Ferguson, Duchess of York, has been facing some tough health challenges. She's been diagnosed with malignant melanoma, the most serious type of skin cancer. This news comes just 6 months after her breast cancer surgery. Despite these difficult circumstances, she's maintaining good spirits, although understandably distressed with this second diagnosis within such a short time. The situation came to light when her dermatologist, during a routine checkup post-mastectomy, recommended removing several moles. Unfortunately, one of these was identified as cancerous. She's now undergoing further investigations to ensure the cancer is caught in its early stages. It's a stark reminder of how life can throw unexpected challenges at us, regardless of our status or position. Sarah's journey through this difficult time is a testament to her strength and resilience. It also highlights the importance of regular health checks and being vigilant about changes in our bodies. What are your thoughts on these varied glimpses into the lives of the royals? From heartwarming charity work to personal health battles, it's clear they experience a wide range of highs and lows, just like anyone else. The recent health challenges faced by Sarah Ferguson, Duchess of York, have certainly been a cause for concern, but her spirit remains unbroken, despite the distress of receiving a diagnosis of malignant melanoma. So soon after her battle with breast cancer, the Duchess is staying positive, thanks in large part to the exceptional medical team supporting her. Sarah's experience underscores the critical importance of regular health checks. She's been vocal about the significance of monitoring new moles for changes in size, shape, color, and texture, key indicators of melanoma. Her treatment is being managed by top specialists, including Dr. Andrew Furness at the Royal Marsden Hospital and Catherine Borswicks at the King Edward VII Hospital. Plus, she's recuperating at the Merilife Clinic in Austria, ensuring she receives the best care possible. It's heartening to know that the Duchess has a strong support system. Her elder daughter, Princess Beatrice, is not just a patron of the British Skin Foundation, but also actively works with skin cancer patients. This personal connection to the cause undoubtedly provides additional emotional support for Sarah. We all hope for a swift and complete recovery for Sarah, Duchess of York. It's never easy dealing with one health scare, let alone two back-to-back. But with her family's support, including her daughters, their husbands, and even Prince Andrew, she's not facing this challenge alone. In other royal news, Queen Camilla has been making her mark with a significant initiative. She recently opened a new safe space at the Aberdeen Art Gallery. This facility is more than just a haven. It's a crucial resource providing assistance and support to those suffering from or suspecting domestic abuse. The safe space, staffed by specially trained personnel, is a testament to the royal family's commitment to addressing serious social issues and offering tangible help to those in need. It's these kinds of initiatives that remind us of the impactful role the royal family can play in raising awareness and supporting vital causes. What are your thoughts on these diverse royal engagements and their efforts to make a difference in society? Queen Camilla's recent visit to the Aberdeen Art Gallery, now a designated safe space, marks a significant step in the battle against domestic abuse. This new facility is staffed by individuals specially trained in mental health, awareness, and handling domestic abuse cases. It's a place where people can seek help or just take a moment to reflect and remember. During her visit, the Queen met with the team responsible for earning the venue its safe space status. In a particularly moving encounter, she met with artist Shyla Swanson, whose artwork, inspired by her own experiences as a survivor of domestic abuse, serves as a powerful symbol of the gallery's commitment to being a safe space. This art is prominently displayed both inside and outside the venue, reinforcing its role as a sanctuary. The Aberdeen Art Gallery, which is open to the public free of charge, 7 days a week, stands as a beacon of hope and support. Queen Camilla's work in highlighting the efforts of domestic abuse charities is well known. She has been a staunch advocate for victims and survivors, both in the UK and abroad, striving to break the taboo surrounding this sensitive subject. As Duchess of Cornwall, she became the patron of Safe Lives, a leading UK charity, in 2020. She played a key role in the Reach-In campaign, which was launched after the first national lockdown. This campaign was one of Safe Lives' most viewed, emphasizing the importance of community support for victims of abuse. Her Majesty's visit also included meeting representatives from Safe Lives Scotland who shared their lived experiences. The charity collaborates with organizations like the Aberdeen City Council to transform the response to domestic abuse through training, awareness, and research. They prioritize the voices of survivors in their approach. Last year, almost 25,000 professionals received training from Safe Lives, and tens of thousands of adults and children at risk received support thanks to the charity's efforts. This initiative at the Aberdeen Art Gallery is a commendable step, and one can only hope that more cities will follow suit. Creating safe spaces for those affected by domestic abuse is crucial in providing support and breaking the cycle of violence. What are your thoughts on this initiative and the role of the royal family in advocating for such important causes? Queen Camilla's heartfelt comments during her visit to the Aberdeen Art Gallery's new safe space beautifully encapsulate the significance of this pioneering initiative. She highlighted how vital it is for survivors of domestic abuse to have a sanctuary, a place to sit, feel safe, and talk to someone who understands what they've been through. Her recognition of the gallery as a pioneer in this effort is profound. The Queen emphasized the importance of this campaign in the fight against domestic abuse, expressing hope for its eventual eradication. Her interaction with the women forming a committee there, whom she described as very strong women, reflects her admiration for their resilience and the progress being made in Scotland. The Queen's words underline a crucial message: the more we talk about domestic abuse, the more we can do to address it. It's about raising awareness, getting more people involved, and ensuring that those affected are heard. This is how change begins, and Queen Camilla's advocacy plays a key role in this. Her visit and the conversations she had with survivors and representatives are a testament to the power of support and the importance of creating environments where people can seek help and feel secure. This initiative at the Aberdeen Art Gallery is a step in the right direction, offering hope and help to those who need it most. It's this kind of engagement and awareness raising that can truly make a difference. The royal family's involvement in such causes helps to bring much-needed attention and resources to issues like domestic abuse, contributing to the larger goal of creating a safer, more supportive society for everyone. So what do you think about this initiative and the role of the royal family in championing such causes? It's always enlightening to hear different perspectives on these significant societal issues.